What is at stake for Patrick Mahomes on Sunday?
I mean, first of all, this is a compliment to Patrick Mahomes. The fact that people have built this game up as the GOAT and maybe a guy who possibly has an opportunity to one day surpass him in only his third year of starting, if that's Patrick Mahomes, it's a compliment to him. But it's also Patrick Mahomes telling the truth. This is like anybody who ever played basketball after the 90s who says that they enjoyed watching Michael Jordan play. They emulate what Michael Jordan was. They want to match the greatness that Michael Jordan displayed. That's who Tom Brady is to the sport of football. And so for Patrick Mahomes to get this opportunity to not only be in the same game as the greatest quarterback of all time, but have an opportunity to beat him, to put that on his resume, and already a resume that we already feel is better than we've ever seen from a 3-year starter, to have Tom Brady, to have that opposition, to have the opportunity to beat him. And if you have a ring over Tom Brady, I think he is well on his way to surpassing him if he continues on a trajectory that he's already on.
I agree with all of that. And yet, Dan Orlovsky, as you and I were talking about this morning before we came on the air, it's not Brady that Mahomes needs to worry about on Sunday. He is going to have his hands full considering his offensive line and the pass rush that Tampa Bay is going to bring.
Yeah, Green, I think, first of all, people need to understand Kansas City's offensive line is not very good. And it's not because of a talent thing. It's just they've been decimated by injuries. Their offensive line has been suspect all year, and now both tackles have big-time issues. So we're really asking Patrick Mahomes to do kind of something that we know Tom Brady didn't do. That was win the Super Bowl when you know your offensive line is going to get dominated, right? Like that's the way that Tampa Bay's defensive line is going to look at going into this game. We're going to dominate this football game. Vita Vea and JPP and Shaq Barrett, I mean, William Golston, like those guys are going to dominate the football game. And so Patrick Mahomes, can you, like, to me, this has got to be his best game ever. It's going to be so hard. And Tom Brady, those Super Bowl losses that we often reference, how did Tom lose? Well, the front four got after him. The front four in Tampa Bay will get after Patrick. Will he kind of make another note in his legacy of, yeah, they did, and I still won? It gives him the chance to go chase greatness.
And that's an excellent point.
And
Mike Tannenbaum, go ahead, Ryan.
No, I'm saying, like that's what's crazy. Like when Patrick Mahomes, or if Patrick Mahomes wins this game, that's the backdrop to it. Not only was it against Tom Brady, not only was Tom Brady in his 10th Super Bowl, but you're playing against a team whose strength is now your weakness. And so if you overcome that, if you're able to win this game, it is about you. It is about your talent. It is about you and your obstacles and your adversity, overcoming those things, which Patrick Mahomes hasn't had a ton of. And so I think for him right now, this is the defining moment of Patrick Mahomes' career.
And exactly. And quickly, Mike T., I think the analogy to the 07 Patriots, the 18-0 team, which at that time was the greatest offense the NFL had ever seen, and they ran into the NASCAR package of that Giants defense, and they scored 10 points in the Super Bowl. That, I think, is the comparison to make here.
Yeah, no question about it. Again, this is an opportunity for Patrick Mahomes to show his greatness. It's also a glimpse into the future, because as his contract gets bigger and bigger over the next couple of years, they're going to be playing with lower round draft choices and free agents on that offensive line. So if they could overcome that great pass rush of Tampa Bay with 5 backups, that will go to his greatness. And one other thing that bears noting, Bruce Arians could beat Patrick Mahomes by how he calls plays for Tom Brady. If they could stay balanced, that will limit Patrick Mahomes' opportunities, and that should be a big factor as well in the game.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.